Welcome, football fanatics, to this weekend's fixture on TBTV. This Saturday we have Wimborne Town, aka the Magpies, facing Beaconsfield Town, aka the Rams, at the J&B's Cuthby Stadium at Wimborne. Our Raven reporter Sean, unfortunately, is still welded to his toilet, whilst Aaron is shaving his legs. I'll leave it up to you. Anyway, here's Tony for the foosball facts. Over to you, Tony.
Thank you for that, Steve-O. And I'm pretty sure that our resident Scouser will be back with us next week.
As for Aaron, well, I guess that depends on the state of his legs.
So this will be Wimborne Town's maiden voyage on TBTV, so welcome aboard, boys.
As for the game, I've seen an improvement in Wimborne's recent form. They've picked up 7 points out of the last 15, whereas the visitors have only picked up 2. For those reasons, I'm going to predict a home win, and I'm going to go 3-1 for the Magpies.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're just about to hold 1 minute silence here for one of our former stewards, Joshua Willis, who tragically passed away on Saturday the 25th of January. Your attention, please.
So after that immaculately observed silence, we're ready to go. And this is brought to you by TBTV. Took only 4 minutes for the Magpies to make their mark. Byrne nodding on from the corner, and then Baston following up, catching it on the half volley and finishing nicely. 1-0 to the Magpies after just 4 minutes. Baston got on to the end of another chance a few minutes later. He gets on the end of Tony Lee's flick, drives and carries the ball through, and cross-type shot couldn't quite meet its mark, couldn't find Curtis Young on the right wing, and the chance fizzles out. Wimborne were definitely creating the majority of the chances. Goal scramble here, comes to nothing in the end. But this and the next clip give you an idea of the superiority that the Magpies were enjoying, although to be fair to Beaconsfield, none of them were cast iron chances. This one from Curtis Young was arguably the best, drawing out a good save from the Beaconsfield keeper. For a 5 or 10 minute period, Grant, the Beaconsfield number 11, was causing all sorts of problems. He was plying his trade down both wings. This time he's on the left. Earlier on he was down the right. And he was causing trouble for both fullbacks. Here we have Grant on the right again, and obviously causing a bit of trouble for the Wimborne players, which is why he was getting a bit of attention. Nothing too horrible, but you could see that he was getting under their skin a bit. There we have Radio Wimborne commentating on the match, and here we have the Wimborne Massive in good voice behind the goal. I have to say the filming platform at Wimborne has really impressed me. Yes, there's a couple of scaffolding poles that get in the way at the extreme angles, but I think it's worth sacrificing that for the elevated view you get. It's not often you get this type of view in local football, so well done to the club for that. And in my humble opinion, I think they served the best pasty that I've ever tasted.
Charlie, have a go. Go on, have a go. You hit it.
Kind of feel sorry for the number 10 here. He's been told to hit it. This is only going to end one way. I must be going soft because I feel sorry for Callum Webb here as well. This tackle, when you slow it down and zoom in and you're as close as the ref is, he gets the ball. I just can't see anything wrong with that. He gets a yellow and that comes back to haunt him later on. Antonio Diaz strikes it lucky here. In a few seconds he's going to play a kamikaze back pass, which could have turned out a lot worse than it did. I think you have to give the Magpies keeper Cameron Plain a bit of credit here. He closed the angle down and didn't give the striker much to aim at. I call this the lonely life of a cameraman.
Pass one on. Base, drop, base. Base, drop.
So the first half draws to a close, 1-0 to the Magpies. A decent half, very competitive, not too many chances, and pretty windy. Beaconsfield started the second half with a flourish. They were on the front foot, and Wimborne manager Danny Holmes wasn't happy.
We start working harder. Go again, Luke. Good, Andy. Andy, well done. Only game now, Andy.
The wind was starting to play a bigger part in the game, and this massive kick from Plain found Burbage running through, and his cheeky little lob didn't quite dink it enough, and it's saved by the Beaconsfield keeper. So one talking point is this a penalty or is it a yellow for Tony Lee for a dive? Well, viewers, let's have a look at the replays. So first off, slowed right down, normal angle, zoomed in, can't see much there, I'm saying dive. However, from my cheeky little reverse angle, you can see that his arm is tugged back. Is it enough for him to go down? I don't know. In every game, there's a ball that sadly never makes it home. Today, it's your turn. Bye. The match still had the pattern of half chances, but it was on the hour mark that Wimborne made the point safe. With apologies to James Ewington, I had to put this one in because it got a good reaction from the crowd. You just can't hear it over the wind. This pretty innocuous challenge from Nathan Webb was enough to get him his second yellow. It's a bit harsh for me. In real time, I couldn't figure out what had happened here, but in slow motion, it becomes pretty clear that Callum Webb's gone for pushing over the Wimborne player there. Now I reckon we could send this next clip viral if we try. I've never seen a keeper take his defender out like this before.
Yeah! Louis! They're number 10, he's just done on purpose, he's been booked.
And if that challenge wasn't confusing enough, for some reason the referee books the number 3 here. Not quite sure what he said or done, but there you go, son, in the book you go. So, coming up on TBTV in the next few days, we've got Poole Town against Salisbury on Tuesday. Next Saturday it's Poole Town against Truro City. The Tuesday after it's Poole Town against Hendon. Then, Poole Town against the Met Police. And then, hooray, somewhere different, Christchurch against Tadley Caleaver. Followed up by the 29th, it's Poole Town taking on Hazen Yedding. I hope you've enjoyed these highlights. If you have, subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on the socials.